We had the students look through one of our articles with our Storyworks magazine, and we read about a young man who had a cleft lip and an organization helped him to get better. The second article we read was about a 10-year-old who ran a lemonade stand to raise money for that organization. So after I'd read that and I was doing some thinking, I was like, wouldn't it be cool if our kids found something they were passionate about and they could raise money for another organization.
So first we had to do a bunch of research online to figure out which organizations do we think that are good. And then I went over to my partner and we decided out of the 5 organizations, which organization was the best for us.
Communication was my primary focus because I wanted the kids to work in a group, a partnership, something they could manage, and have that back and forth conversation, compromise, work toward a common goal, and speak in front of their peers. And that's not easy. There's plenty of times in the future in their careers they're going to need to be able to do that and do that with confidence, so I wanted to give them that opportunity.
Well, we do something called rotations, and one of the rotations is collaborative, and I would get with my partner and we would practice with each other, and sometimes I would have some of my fellow peers watch us to get ready.
One of the first things I thought was the range of purposes. So they really needed to persuade their partner to think the way they did so that they could meet their goal. But they also had to learn to listen and compromise. So if their partner came up with something that varied from what they were thinking, they had to be able to have that give and take conversation so they could best achieve their goal together and both be happy with it at the end. When we did our presentation, the children, as they did that, when they were finished, had a rubric that they had to look over to see if they had communicated effectively with their peers. When I think about what the children needed to do in order to learn from the process as they were presenting was to look over the skills, think about what they needed to do well, critique each other as they went up in front of the class, and be able to take that information so that the next time that they are to present, that they can just tweak or adjust something in their presentation that would make them better oral presenters. A project like this teaches me not to underestimate my students. What I learned was that they are full of compassion and can take something to a level that you never can expect.